Since 1968, serving our community with local news and sports. Covering Alexander, Burke, Caldwell, Catawba, Iredell, Lincoln, and Watauga counties. We are WHKY News.
Good evening and welcome into the Thursday, November 13th edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news today, a Catawba County man lost his life in a crash Wednesday night. Arianna Mack has the details.
That's correct, Rob. A Catawba County man was killed in a crash Wednesday, November 12th. The deceased is 38-year-old Joe Shong of Conover. Shortly after 8 p.m. Wednesday, the North Carolina State Highway Patrol responded to I-40 near mile marker 130 in Catawba County. A 1995 Honda Civic was traveling west on I-40, drove off the right side of the roadway and collided with several trees. The driver of the Honda, Joe Shong, was transported to Catawba Valley Medical Center by EMS, where he later passed away as a result of his injuries. The initial investigation indicates speed to be a contributing factor in the collision. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna, and our condolences to Mr. Shong's family. U.S. Attorney Russ Ferguson today released a summary of notable prosecutions and enforcement actions pursued during the recent lapse in federal appropriations. One of the convictions involved an individual who trafficked fentanyl in and around Catawba County and sold the drug to a teenager who died as a result of an overdose. 26-year-old Madison Dare Winslow of Lincolnton was recently sentenced to 15 years in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. According to court records and the sentencing hearing, Winslow was trafficking fentanyl in and around Catawba County. On February 14th of 2022, Winslow sold fentanyl-laced pills to a 17-year-old that were pressed to appear as prescription pills containing oxycodone hydrochloride. On February 16th of 2022, the minor ingested one or more of the pills sold to him by Winslow, causing the victim to fatally overdose. The cause of the victim's death was fentanyl toxicity. Law enforcement interviewed Winslow regarding her connection with the victim's fatal overdose. She admitted to selling the pills to the victim and to knowing that the pills likely contained fentanyl. Winslow continued to traffic fentanyl after that, despite knowing the drugs she was selling were linked to a fatal overdose. On April 4th of 2022, law enforcement conducted a traffic stop of Winslow's vehicle. It was determined Winslow possessed 60 pills pressed to appear as oxycodone hydrochloride, later determined to contain fentanyl. On February 13th of this year, Winslow pleaded guilty in federal court to distribution of fentanyl. She is serving her sentence at Federal Correctional Institution in Estill, South Carolina. In making the announcement, U.S. Attorney Ferguson thanked the Maiden Police Department and the Catawba County Sheriff's Office for their investigation of this case. The North Carolina Department of Transportation has awarded a contract to convert a Caldwell County interchange to a reduced conflict intersection. HEI Civil Carolinas LLC of Charlotte earned the $13.3 million contract to convert the US 321 intersection with Mission Road and Lower Cedar Valley Road in Hudson to a reduced conflict intersection. Crews can begin construction as early as December. Reduced conflict intersections eliminate left turns from side roads onto busy main roads. Instead, drivers use a dedicated lane to make a U-turn. These intersections reduce the number of potential conflict points between drivers and pedestrians. This intersection redesign is part of the larger US 321 widening project, which will see 321 widen to 6 lanes between US 70 in Hickory and US 321 alternate in Granite Falls. The project will also convert 321's intersections with Mount Herman Road and Pine Mountain Road to reduced conflict intersections, which will be advertised for bids next summer. The contract calls for construction of the Mission Road intersection to finish by fall of 2027. In today's crime report, details on a fugitive arrest in Caldwell County and reports from Arianna Mack and David Cedrone on area drug arrests. In local sports, Jason Savage has a recap of the App State women's basketball contest, news from CVCC's bass fishing team, plus Lenoir Rhyne volleyball and women's soccer news. In Community Focus, Arianna Mack will speak with the owner of a motorsports company about an upcoming monster truck event at a Hickory metro area speedway. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2. We're also on the WHKY YouTube channel and at 10 o'clock weeknights on the WHKY Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.
You are watching WHKY 14.2 television serving the Charlotte region. We are broadcasting live into over 1.2 million households in Charlotte and the surrounding areas, with over-the-air reception as well as 5 local cable systems. If you are seeing this, so are your potential customers. Are you new to TV advertising? We can help you tap into our TV audience. For a limited time, you can secure 50 30-second commercials per month for the low cost of $750, which includes commercial time and commercial production of your advertisement. Contact us at advertise@WHKY.com and let us customize a marketing plan to grow your business and increase your market share.
Great news!
What's up?
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory has been voted the #1 Hyundai dealer in North Carolina on DealerRater.com.
That's amazing. Congrats.
Thank you to all of our wonderful team members and customers.
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory.
Weight loss is never one size fits all.
At the North Carolina Bariatric Institute, we support you with personalized care
at every step of your weight loss journey.
Your care team is led by robotically trained bariatric surgeons.
Our nurses, dietitians, and psychologists work together to help you achieve lasting, effective weight loss.
Visit us online to register for a free informational seminar and begin your weight loss journey.
Vitamin D3 plays a vital role in overall health for supporting key body functions. Just be sure your vitamin D3 has vitamin K2 with it. Vitamin D helps bring calcium into your blood, and vitamin K2 takes it out of the blood and brings it into the bones. This helps prevent calcium buildup in your blood vessels. Now, vitamin D3 also supports the immune system by enhancing the effect of white blood cells, and it can reduce inflammation. It can reduce chronic illnesses, including cardiovascular disease, certain types of cancer, and even autoimmune disorders. Now, lower levels are associated with depression. It's also important for brain function and can aid in protecting against cognitive decline as people get older. Vitamin D3 also helps regulate insulin levels, important for diabetes management. It plays a role in maintaining muscle strength. I recommend supplementation for most folks to obtain optimum levels. I'm Dr. Joe Esposito. I'll see you next time for another quick tip.
Once upon a time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments, jousting, nights, the living mermaids, and a feast all rolled into a non-stop outdoor family adventure. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Nick, I need your help. I'm trying to buy a car and I'm overwhelmed.
You won't be overwhelmed at Paramount. Credit, we can help. Time, we're going to get you in and out. Trade, we're going to get you more for it. Hidden things, we don't have them.
Problem solved at Paramount Kia.
I want to tell you about Dr. Joe's Energy Boost Chewables. These things are amazing. Good, clean energy, no caffeine, no sugar crashes, and not even a hassle of swallowing pills. Now, these contain 2 ingredients. One of them is citrulline. Citrulline is an amino acid that opens up your blood vessels and increases circulation, even helps lower your blood pressure. And ginseng, this helps manage stress, keeps you focused, and gets you physically energized throughout the day. You can get these and all of our supplements on our website, drjoe.com. That's drjoe.com.
The following report contains real arrest records and law enforcement data. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Welcome back into the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Leading off our crime report today, a Lenoir man is charged on a fugitive warrant. 24-year-old Isaac Allen Keller was arrested Wednesday by authorities in Catawba County. He's charged in Caldwell County on a felony fugitive warrant from another state. In addition, Keller is charged with misdemeanor counts of communicating threats and injury to real property, willful and wanton. The fugitive warrant is from Carter County, Tennessee, where Keller is wanted on unspecified charges. Following the arrest, Keller was incarcerated in the Caldwell County Detention Center under $77,500 secured bond. He had a Thursday court date scheduled in Lenoir. With details on a pair of arrests in Catawba County in which the suspects are facing drug charges, here's Arianna Mack.
That's correct, Rob. A Catawba County man has been charged with meth possession and larceny. 22-year-old William Scott Willis of Harrell Road in Catawba was arrested Wednesday by authorities in Iredell County. He's charged with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance and 2 counts of misdemeanor larceny. Willis was incarcerated in the Catawba County Detention Facility under $7,500 bond. District court dates were scheduled for Wednesday and January 12th. And a Taylorsville man charged with probation violation in Catawba County, 45-year-old Elliot Ray Adkins of Park Lane in Taylorsville, was arrested Wednesday by probation and parole officers. He's charged with felony probation violation out of county. Adkins is on probation as a result of a conviction in February 2025 in Lincoln County for felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance. He received probation and a 12-month suspended sentence. Following the arrest, Adkins was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under $2,000 bond. A district court date is scheduled for December 18th. I'm Arianna Mack reporting for WHKY.
Thanks, Arianna. David Cedrone is up next with details on a drug arrest, plus the arrest of a suspect charged with stealing vehicle parts.
All right, thanks, Rob. In Iredell County, a Stony Point man is facing several drug charges after an arrest earlier this month. Deputies say 32-year-old Joseph James Morrison was taken into custody on November 2nd. He is charged with felony possession of methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia. Morrison was booked into the Iredell County Detention Center under a $31,000 bond. His next court appearance is set for November 18th. And in Caldwell County, a Hudson man is accused of stealing vehicle parts. Deputies arrested 38-year-old Brandon Scott Harris on Tuesday. He is charged with felony larceny of motor vehicle parts. Harris was released on a $10,000 secure bond, and he's due back in court on November 12th. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David. A Hickory woman is charged with a felony drug offense. 34-year-old Catherine Taylor Temple was arrested Wednesday by Catawba County Sheriff's officers. She's charged with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance. Temple was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under no bond. A Thursday district court appearance was scheduled. And that's your crime report for today. I'm Rob Eastwood. Thank you so much for watching. Stay with us. Jason Savage is up next with your local sports.
Nick, I need your help. Trying to buy a car and I'm overwhelmed.
You won't be overwhelmed at Paramount. Credit, we can help. Time, we're going to get you in and out. Trade, we're going to get you more for it. Into Visa, we don't have them.
Problem solved at Paramount Kia.
Once upon a time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments, jousting nights, the living mermaids, and a feast all rolled into a non-stop outdoor family adventure. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
I chose Oak Street because they focus on older people. They're really good at following all my multiple conditions, at testing when I need it, and just making sure I maintain my health.
At Oak Street Health, we specialize in healthcare for older adults with care that focuses on keeping you healthy, catching issues early to keep you healthy longer.
I heard about Oak Street Health. I thought, wow, this is a nice place. They take time to talk to you and find out about you. They actually found out that I had a 99% blockage in my main artery in my heart. I had no idea. I had no symptoms. I would not be sitting here without them digging deeper.
When I meet a new patient for the first time, there's a lot of getting to know each other, right? There's not just about your medical health, although that's really important, but I also want to know about them as a person, what's important to them, where they grew up, and how they like to spend their time. Having that really deep connection is really important for just the relationship.
We go beyond what you'll find in most doctors' offices. Along with doctors and nurses, our care team also includes social workers and mental health support, just to name a few. They all work together to coordinate your care.
What I love about Oak Street is that they take care of my body, my physical, and also my mind. They gave me somebody to talk to. I used to beat myself up all the time. I don't do that anymore.
Oak Street is really good at putting everything in the big picture, all the big picture things, making sure socially, emotionally, physically, that all of those pieces go together and they all make up a good life and help us be our best.
At Oak Street Health, we provide health care for older adults like you. And we accept Medicare and most Medicare Advantage plans. Call 844-332-9680 to schedule your visit.
So my provider at Oak Street, she makes sure that she covers any problems I might have, what to expect in the future from things, how to treat my arthritis, how to make sure that my body is strong.
When I told my friend about Oak Street Health, I said, why don't you give it a try? And sure enough, he came in, he went through the same procedures that I went through, and he is with Oak Street Health for over a year now.
I made the transition to Oak Street because I really like how they focus on older people, and I know that's going to help me age well. I feel physically strong, I feel emotionally strong. I'm in the right place now because they're the right people at this time of my life.
Ready for care that puts you first? At Oak Street Health, we specialize in healthcare for older adults like you. With care that focuses on keeping you healthy, call 844-332-9680 to schedule your visit.
Rex Out on Theaters back on Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. on WHKY TV 14.2 with Kathy's Cooking, Interesting People, Hildebrand Cruising, and the Squatch Runners. You don't want to miss it. Channel 14.2 on free TV.
Simple.
Keeping it easy.
Transparent.
No hidden fees.
Fair.
Treating people the way you want to be treated.
Simple, transparent, and fair.
That's Paramount Kia.
Time for your look at local sports from across the Hickory Metro. I'm Jason Savage for WHKY News. We begin today with the Catawba Valley Community College bass fishing team, who recently completed their fall season. Now, their final tournament of the fall was late last month, the Major League Fishing's Abu Garcia College Fishing Tournament on Lake Hartwell in South Carolina. At that event, Hunter Keller and Wes Smith caught 16 pounds, 4 ounces of bass in that one-day event, with 233 teams battling it out for the final spots in the Major League Fishing's College National Championship. The finish for Keller and Smith, 12th place, qualified the team for the national championship that will be held on Lake Murray in South Carolina in February. Catawba Valley Community College bass fishing team currently ranks 20th in the ACA School of the Year standings out of more than 400 colleges nationwide that participate in collegiate bass fishing. Very impressive. Lenoir Rhyne volleyball currently are ranked second in the first numerical NCAA Southeast Regional rankings. Now, the top 8 teams in the final ranking will be a part of the NCAA tournament. This week's rankings, the first of 2 numerical lists that come out prior to the NCAA selection show Monday, November 24th at 7:30 p.m. on NCAA.com. Next week's rankings will also be released on Wednesday. Now, the South Atlantic Conference dominated this week's rankings. Wingate, Lenoir Rhyne, Anderson, and Carson Newman were the top 4 seeds. Lenoir Rhyne is looking for their 3rd consecutive NCAA tournament bid for the first time in program history. The Bears have advanced to the NCAA tournament on 7 different occasions, including 3 of the last 4 years. But the 2015 and 2021 teams advanced to the regional championship game. LR, 19-6 overall, 13-4 in the South Atlantic Conference, play their final regular season game Friday, tomorrow, when they host Lincoln Memorial for Senior Day at 7 p.m. Lenoir Rhyne women's soccer ranked 5th in this week's NCAA Southeast Regional Rankings. These are the last rankings that will come out until this coming Monday night's selection show. That show takes place at 6:30 p.m. on NCAA.com. LR, 10-4-3 overall, 7-1-2 in the South Atlantic Conference, look to be in a good spot to make the NCAA tournament despite last week's penalty kick loss to Wingate in the quarterfinal round of the South Atlantic Conference tournament. The Bears are searching for their 6th consecutive NCAA tournament berth, having advanced to the national semifinals in 2021 and the quarterfinals in 2023. Catawba, Lenoir Rhyne, Anderson, Coker, and Wingate were the South Atlantic Conference schools represented in the top 10 of these rankings this week. Lenoir Rhyne's national championship triathlon team placed 5 individuals on the CTCA All-American team. Individual national champion Zola Cecilia was named to her 3rd first team, while runner-up Sabrina Fleeg was named to her 4th. Claudia Turan-Ramagosa took 4th, was named a first-team All-American for the 2nd consecutive season, and sophomore Isis Gaskin, who took 10th place at the Nationals, was named a 2nd-team All-American for the 2nd consecutive season. Alex Linden was an honorable mention All-American, the first of her career. Head coach Harley Mason and the Bears came away with their 3rd national championship in 4 seasons last weekend in Tempe, Arizona, defeating Wingate as the number 2 team. So the South Atlantic Conference finished as the top 2 teams. Cecilia Fleeg and Tara Ramagosa finished 1st, 2nd, and 3rd respectively. Overall, when paired with the Division I schools, Cecilia took 11th and Fleeg finished 19th. As a team, LR would have finished just 6th behind South Dakota and ahead of East Tennessee State, Denver, and San Francisco. Appalachian State women's basketball fell to Davidson 74-55 at home last night. Milestone, though, from senior Elena Perikic highlighting the night. The Croatian native surpassed 1,000 collegiate career points. She was one of 3 Mountaineers to net double figures against the Wildcats, combining with fellow senior Emma Smith with the basket coming up here, and junior Deja Mitchell scoring 39 of Appalachian State's 55 points. Mountaineers 2-1 on the season. They'll conclude their season-opening homestand against Wofford coming up this weekend. Now, after the game, head coach Laura Sharp had this to say.
Yeah, first of all, I'm thankful for everybody for being here tonight. I think that the message that I said to the locker room is this could be the best thing that happens to us. They are a very, very, very good defensive team, and it turned us into an ISO basketball team, and that's just a lesson that we've got to learn. We're at our best when we're moving and changing sides of the floor, and I thought we got just really, pressing. We have competitors. They really, really, really want to win, and we just put our head down and we didn't pop the ball around. But I do want to give credit to Davidson. They are a good basketball team. I'm sure they'll be some sort of postseason team, so it's a great test for us early on, and I like our team. I still think we have a chance to be really, really good, and so many lessons and takeaways. That's why we schedule tough opponents.
Great news!
What's up?
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory has been voted the #1 Hyundai dealer in North Carolina on DealerRater.com.
That's amazing. Congrats.
Thank you to all of our wonderful team members and customers.
Paramount Hyundai in Hickory.
Hey, grab me one too.
I chose Oak Street because they focus on older people. They're really good at following all my multiple conditions, at testing when I need it, and just making sure I maintain my health.
At Oak Street Health, we specialize in healthcare for older adults with care that focuses on keeping you healthy. Catching issues early to keep you healthy longer.
I heard about Oak Street Health. I thought, wow, this is a nice place. They take time to talk to you and find out about you. They actually found out that I had a 99% blockage in my main artery in my heart. I had no idea. I had no symptoms. I would not be sitting here without them digging deeper.
When I meet a new patient for the first time, there's a lot of getting to know each other, right? There's not just about your medical health, although that's really important, but I also want to know about them as a person, what's important to them, where they grew up, and how they like to spend their time. Having that really deep connection is really important for just the relationship.
We go beyond what you'll find in most doctors' offices. Along with doctors and nurses, our care team also includes social workers and mental health support, just to name a few. They all work together to coordinate your care.
What I love about Oak Street is that they take care of my body, my physical, and also my mind. They gave me somebody to talk to. I used to beat myself up all the time. I don't do that anymore.
Oak Street is really good at putting everything in the big picture, all the big picture things, making sure socially, emotionally, physically, that all of those pieces go together and they all make up a good life and help us be our best.
At Oak Street Health, we provide health care for older adults like you. And we accept Medicare and most Medicare Advantage plans. Call 844-332-9680 to schedule your visit.
So my provider at Oak Street, she makes sure that she covers any problems I might have, what to expect in the future from things, how to treat my arthritis, how to make sure that my body is strong.
When I told my friend about Oak Street Health, I said, why don't you give it a try? And sure enough, he came in, he went through the same procedures that I went through, and he is with Oak Street Health for over a year now.
I made the transition to Oak Street because I really like how they focus on older people, and I know that's going to help me age well. I feel physically strong, I feel emotionally strong. I'm in the right place now because they're the right people at this time of my life.
Ready for care that puts you first? At Oak Street Health, we specialize in healthcare for older adults like you. With care that focuses on keeping you healthy, call 844-332-9680 to schedule your visit.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic. It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here. Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
This is Community Focus on the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Up first, Arianna Mack and her guest will discuss an event coming up this weekend. At an area speedway, the event will feature very large vehicles.
Joining us on WHKY, Allison Turner, to talk about all things monster trucks. Tell us about that event coming up at Tri-County.
At Tri-County Motor Speedway, we're hosting our very first monster truck event, Monster Trucks Unleashed. We're bringing in 5 internationally known monster trucks, ranging from out of Maryland. First international monster truck will be there, debuting in North Carolina with my daughter, of all people, driving, Jessie Turner. We'll have the coolest school bus in the world, higher education here, Black Stallion, Hall of Famer, 2-time world champion, Overkill Evolution, and Caldwell and Newton County's favorite monster truck, War Wizard, is returning after 2 years of not being around.
Wow, that sounds amazing. And what will we see at that event? What will those trucks be doing?
We're taking it back old school monster truck, like to the TNT days, car crushing, straight up car crush event, no dirt, just strictly cars, and doing straight line racing like the old days. We'll do a 2-wheel competition. We have brought in some concrete, so you will get the traditional stoppie and slap wheelie out of that. And then we'll go into the straight line racing, and then we'll have a 40-lap Crown Vic race with the $1,500 win for the winner of that deal, and then we'll go into the fan favorite freestyle.
How long has this event been going on?
For Tri-County, this is the first one. Monster trucks have been around since the early 80s. They've just completely came around to where leaf spring trucks into the modern day truck where we got the coilover suspensions, nitrogen shocks and everything to where we can jump them 40 feet in the air, hit the cars and not have to worry about a whole lot of anything. Just your traditional, it's just really awesome event.
And more importantly, how do we get our tickets?
You can go online to monstertrucksunleashed.com and click on to our schedule and be able to get the tickets online. Tickets will be available at the gate day of show. Right now we are at got them at $25, but anybody that was at the current event, we will be doing a special. If you have your ticket from the past event a couple weeks ago, we will honor that ticket and give you $5 off on that ticket. Tri-County Motor Speedway this Saturday, gates open at 12:30, show starts at 2. Bring your friends, family, all the kids. You're guaranteed to have a great time. Get a ride on a real monster truck with an actual monster truck driver. Experience a thrill that you never had before.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Arianna Mack reporting for WHKY News.
Thanks, Arianna, and thanks to Allison for joining us tonight. And we close tonight with some sad news. The Catawba Science Center announced on Wednesday that Pancake, a resident groundhog, has peacefully passed away. The center said in a social media post, quote, "We are deeply saddened to share the passing of Pancake, the littlest groundhog with the biggest personality that called CSC home. Pancake leaves behind a lasting impression that touched the lives of our guests and staff. Throughout her 5.5 years with us, Pancake brought joy, laughter, and comfort to our community," end quote. So condolences to the folks at Catawba Science Center on the passing of Pancake. And for more information on the center and to plan your next visit, you can go to catawbascience.org. That wraps up Community Focus and the WHKY News today. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, you can get all of the latest news and sports 24/7 at our website, WHKY.com. We also have local news and sports 7 days a week on our sister station, WHKY Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM, and streaming on multiple platforms and at our website. On behalf of Arianna Mack, David Cedrone, Jason Savage, and Allison Turner, I'm Rob Eastwood, and from Hickory, this is the WHKY News.
Simple.
Keeping it easy.
Transparent.
No hidden fees.
Fair.
Treating people the way you want to be treated.
Simple, transparent, and fair.
That's Paramount Kia.